Howdy, assholes! Are you 13? Are you? Well, let me tell you something. If you're 13 years old or older, sit back, grab yourself some popcorn, enjoy the show. You're allowed to stay. But if you're not 13, get the fuck out. Right now. This show is not for you. It is not for children. It is for adults and young adults, and you should go ask your parents why they suck at their job because they're letting YouTube raise their kid. So yeah, go do that. Come back when you're 13. Enough said. You heard him. Get out!
Alright. It is officially time to cross one of the biggest items I've wanted to do on YouTube since I started this channel off of my list. To be fair, it's not going to be completely scratched off because I do plan on doing this more than once, but nevertheless, here we go. It is time to discuss the King of the Monsters, Godzilla. For those who don't understand who or what Godzilla is, first off, get a proper home and get out from underneath that fucking rock. What are you doing with your life? And second off, I will give you a brief little history check of Godzilla. Alright, so first of all, let's get this squared away immediately. Godzilla has... hell, I don't know how many different timelines at this point. There's the Heisei, there's the Showa, Millennium, the Monsterverse, the Reiwa era, and... hell, in the Millennium and Reiwa eras alone, there are multiple different timelines just in those. And I'm not even gonna bother going into comics and all sorts of shit like that, because then this video would be about 5 hours long. So, yeah, let's just stick with the movies, and let's just get with the plan, alright? There are multiple Godzilla timelines, and they basically, or 99% of the time, they all go pretty much the same way. It first appeared in 1954. A giant prehistoric creature by the name of Godzilla, mutated by radioactive energy and hell-bent on the suffering of humanity, wanting to bring death and destruction to each and every member of its society. Why, you ask? Well, like I said, it was a prehistoric life form. The exact description tends to vary, and one day, via nuclear testing, it was transformed into this giant monster that, well, was essentially the first and therefore last of its kind. For now, anyway. So now it must march forth, and it must exact revenge on humanity. Until a man by the name of Dr. Serizawa creates a terrifying weapon called the Oxygen Destroyer and kills the mighty beast. Unless it's Godzilla Final Wars, in which case somehow it survived being turned into a skeleton. However, before this beast died, it went on to produce a single child. How? Apparently it can reproduce asexually. And that single child, even though it is far from sinless, it is a very different monster from its father. Now left to wander this earth alone and with no parental figure to guide it, the new Godzilla was, well, he didn't really hate humanity, but he didn't give a shit about him either, and in fact he was willing to trample over anything that got in his way. Literally. For years, the new Godzilla traveled alone, killing any and everything that it deemed as a threat to its own survival. And as humans were actively trying to kill it at the time because of its father's legacy, yeah, he kinda did kill a lot of people. Yeah. Nevertheless, years would pass, and after some time, Godzilla would one day come into contact with another giant monster by the name of Mothra, the guardian/goddess of Infant Island. And through his fights/interactions with her, Godzilla would not in fact become another villain, but instead would go on to begin protecting humanity, fighting to get away from his father's legacy, and become one of the single greatest heroes known to the world. And that is the basic rundown of Godzilla's history and exactly what Godzilla is. Again, depending on the timeline, this can vary, but also, some of the timelines that are present are still being told and are nowhere near close to done yet. And yeah, that's basically that. Now, on to the main point of the video. With all the different movies and all of the different timelines about Godzilla, it's no wonder that Godzilla has become a popular pop culture icon, and rightfully so. Bitch ass Thor, eat your heart out, he kicked your ass and the Avengers. And with Godzilla's presence in pop culture, it's also no wonder that there are literally thousands of people making videos entirely dedicated to Godzilla on YouTube. Many people have done it before me, and I most certainly will not be the last one to try it. I am going to officially announce my Godzillathon that I plan on producing for YouTube. I planned on doing this Godzillathon immediately as soon as I got out of college, but one, this computer has been giving me hell and I gotta get a brand new one in order to make sure that that is actually possible. So, right now I can't really do full-fledged movie reviews. Sorry, guys. Two is the fact that I was really damn busy during the last few weeks of college, so I never really had any opportunity to take care of YouTube at all during that time, which would have made releasing it during that time practically impossible. And the third and final point, what better time to release a Godzillathon than in celebration of Godzilla's birthday? November 3rd, 1954 was the first time a Godzilla movie hit theaters. Of course, I don't plan to drop every episode of the Godzillathon all on the same day. I'm crazy, I'm not a retard. Instead, here's the game plan. Including TV shows, there are 39 different pieces of media that feature Godzilla specifically. And so, starting as of October... Hold on a second. Starting as of October 26th, I am going to begin my Godzillathon. And the way it's going to work is I'm going to release one episode of the Godzillathon each and every single day, all the way leading up until November 3rd. And November 3rd will actually, in fact, hold two videos that day, specifically tailored to the Godzillathon. Now, let's talk about how these Godzillathon entries are going to work. First of all, cameos don't count. Sorry, Snow Godzilla. I really wanted to include you here, but that's just not gonna happen. I'm sorry, man. Anyways, as for the actual entries, each and every Godzillathon entry is gonna go like this. I can't do a full-fledged review of any of these movies specifically because, again, my computer's kind of shitty at the moment. But what I can do is I can give brief descriptions about each movie and talk about some of the highlights. So, how it's going to work is I will dedicate 5 minutes to each and every video specifically talking about the movie itself, including the plot, and then I will spend maybe another 5 minutes, maybe less, discussing the making of the movie and why it was important to the franchise as a whole. So, yeah, that's that's basically the game plan for the Godzillathon. And I should also mention, the last video, I am planning on making basically a recap of the Godzilla franchise as a whole so far. Spoiler alert, I am a bit of a Godzilla fanboy, so I am kind of biased. Anyways, with that out of the way, I have nothing else for you guys for now. So yeah, that's gonna be it for today. Hope y'all enjoy, and hope y'all are looking forward to the Godzillathon. Now, if you don't mind, I'm going to go start pre-recording about 10 episodes every hour. Nah, I'm kidding. I'd have to be the Flash for that, and even then it wouldn't work. But you get the point. I'm going to go and start pre-recording some of those episodes now. Enjoy, and yeah, have a nice day.
Alright, y'all know the drill. Like, leave a comment, and subscribe. Y'all want more videos, right? More kick-ass shit? Well, good, because I want more views. Let's help each other on this.